South 101, just past Silver Lake, should be clear. Now, going back to Cerritos, the fun problem there is westbound 605, right lanes were blocked, westbound back up one, going through Carpenita back towards the I-5. Eastbound was real slow coming out of Long Beach, that's for sure. Once you get past the 605, things will improve. And real quick, the home pass for South 138, 15 merge. It's a tough one. But once you get past that, pretty good drive to the 210. Just fine. KFI in this guy.
There's a lot of COVID info out there, but not all of it's true. So it's important to remember the facts. Do COVID-19 vaccines give people the virus? Nope. It's actually the opposite. Vaccines teach our cells how to fight COVID-19. And just like other vaccines, COVID-19 boosters help keep our immunity strong. They're the facts, not the virus. Find a vaccine near you at myturn.ca.gov. Brought to you by the California Department of Public Health.
Have you still not refinanced your mortgage? Well, soon you might be kicking yourself in the head. Rates are at historic lows. So take advantage of our new Fast Track loan with an unbelievable low rate of 3.25 rate and APR with our no closing cost 30-year fixed loan. That's right, no points, no fees. Hi, I'm Wesley Hogan with Lennox Financial, a trusted lender for over 20 years. Even if you refinanced in the last year, we can still probably save you money. All it takes is a 5-minute phone call to find out how you can save up to thousands of dollars a year. This amazing 3.25 rate and APR won't last long, and our new Fast Track loan process can get it done in record time. So call today, 844-425-3669. That's 844-425-3669. It's the biggest no-brainer in the history of mankind. Call us at 844-425-3669.
Licensed by the Department of Business Oversight under the California Residential Mortgage Lending Act, NMLS number 3304. Non-all loans apply. Equal housing lender. Visit us at LennoxHomeLoans.com or call for additional cost information. Other restrictions apply. Rates subject to change.
Want to boost your immunity and protect your community? Get a COVID-19 booster. They help keep you and others safe from the virus and its variants this season and beyond. If it's been at least 6 months since your last dose of Pfizer or Moderna, or at least 2 months since your last dose of J&J, it's time for a booster. Visit myturn.ca.gov to find a booster near you. Let's keep our immunity strong. Brought to you by the California Department of Public Health.
Hey, all, it's Gene Sharp. Sunlux is my solar company, and here's yet another reason why. Tesla, yes, that's Tesla. Tesla has awarded Sunlux special preferred access to the entire newly released Tesla solar ecosystem. That's the panels, the mounting system, and the most sought-after solar component, the Tesla Powerwall battery. It all amounts to the most advanced solar in the industry, and it's all waiting for you at sunlux.com. That's sunlux.com. CSLB 1008 Tweetum.
At Ralph's, we believe in higher standards for fresh. So we do up to a 27-point inspection on our produce. Like for oranges, we check for scarring and sunburn, allowing only the best produce to reach our shelves. Because when it comes to fresh for everyone, we believe the taste is worth the squeeze. Ralph's, fresh for everyone.
We're hiring for immediate openings with next day pay, benefits, and great perks. Apply today at jobs.kroger.com/Ralphs. Call service champions for their $88 professional AC tune-up at 833-777-7777.
KFI.
AM 640.
An iHeart radio station.
More stimulating talk.
AM 640. Joe Handle here on Wednesday, March 9th, as we continue with the show. Some of the top stories that we are covering that certainly is top of the news is number one for us, gas going up 23 cents a gallon since yesterday. That never heard of before. That is unique. Also, the Kremlin says that the U.S. is de facto waging an economic war against Russia, which happens to be true. But Russia is not saying that is a war, a fighting war, so we're sort of up in the air. What does Russia do? It's not going to say because the world is issuing all of these economic sanctions, they're going to go to war with the world. That's what happens. So moving locally, the governor gave his state of the speech yesterday, his annual address to lawmakers, and he spent a lot of time talking about the California way. The California way of living, doing business, dealing with our fellow Californian, our fellow human being. Let's argue whether Californians are, depending on which side of the aisle you're in, and embracing diversity, solutions against the rising authoritarian impulses in America. I love that. Authoritarian impulses in America, basically right-wingers. So he's on his way for his campaign for the election. And he promised to tax the rebate for Californians on because of the high gasoline prices. And he blamed a geopolitical uncertainty for the increasing cost of gas, which is true. And coming up at 8 o'clock, we'll be talking to a communications manager for AAA, who's an expert in dealing and just trying to figure out what's going on with gas. So that is, you don't want to miss that coming up at 8 o'clock. Also, keep in mind, and this is really impressive what the governor has done, at least in my mind. Due to the gas prices and the cost of gasoline exploding, what he has done is he is pausing a gasoline tax increase that was about to go into place. If you can believe this, the most taxed state in the union was about to have another tax increase on gasoline. And he said, you know what, we're going to pause that. Thank you very much. And he said, we're going to return some of the tax dollars too. Because the gas is so high and we have a huge surplus. We're not talking about tax dollars related to gas itself. We're talking about tax dollars out of the general fund, which the surplus is, what, $22 billion? I mean, different figures. And he talked about how California has instituted climate change policies, the COVID response. I talked about the state's prospering economy, and the state's economy is actually in very good shape. Not only is there a surplus, but corporations are making money, wages are increasing, and he sort of left out inflation, didn't he? Now, it sounded like his last State of the State speech last year. And he spoke to, and this was I think optics were not wonderful. He spoke to an empty Dodger Stadium. Didn't look like this time around. Usually it's in the chambers. He chose not to for the second time in the assembly chamber of the state capitol. Like the president goes in front of Congress. No, this time he's at the top of the huge office building in front of about 100 people. And what was the big issue? Homelessness. Still homelessness, and it's the #1 problem, although I'm willing to bet that a survey is going to be done anytime. We're going to talk about energy prices and gas going crazy. But as of right now, homelessness is still the #1 problem that we deal with, because that really hits. I mean, gas prices are hitting, but ask anybody. I was talking to Wayne the other day, and he says on his way home, for the first time, he goes under an overpass, and for the first time, there was an encampment of homeless folks. And when I go home, and this has been going on for about a year, there is an encampment on under the underpass, or the overpass. And leading up to it, as I get off the freeway, are encampments on both sides of the off-ramp because there's room for them. Wherever there's room for them, they come. And homelessness is a big issue. I mean, we are pretty affected by this. But I'm willing to bet that the next survey says it'll be the cost of gasoline. And keep in mind that, you know, we have the most sweeping COVID restrictions in the country, and yet we felt it economically the least of any out there. California's economy contracted less than that of other states. We have the fastest growing gross domestic product of any state in the last 3 quarters of last year. It's sort of a contradiction, but Newsom is, as any politician, takes credit for everything positive and, of course, denies or ignores everything negative. And if there is a negative, he talks about the success. And then the last one, he talked about how California's way of life should be imposed by the rest of the world because we're California. And it's our way of life. Another way of saying what Newsom did is using the term chutzpah. Chutzpah is the Yiddish word for balls. Big brass ones. Can you imagine the governor saying, everybody in the world should live the way we live because we're Californians. Yeah, that's going to go over big. Coming up, LA schools. Very big uncertainty. Why? Because enrollment is dropping like crazy, and I'll explain how important that is. Let's check in with Jennifer Jones-Lee live in the KFI 24-hour newsroom.
Russia is agreeing to a temporary ceasefire to allow for civilian evacuations in Ukraine. Ukraine's deputy prime minister said today the ceasefire will be in effect for 12 hours along several humanitarian corridors. Workers in Ukraine's southern port city of Mariupol are quickly burying people killed in the invasion by Russia in a mass grave. City officials say morgues are overflowing, so they decided they couldn't wait to hold individual barriers. And Tiger Woods' lasting impact on the game of golf will be recognized today with 82 PGA Tour titles and 15 major championships. Tiger Woods will be inducted into the World Golf Hall of Fame later today. We'll take a look at your drive in just a moment.
If you're thinking about refinancing, I want you to keep on thinking about it, and even if you're not, maybe you should think about it. Here's why. Interest rates are still historically low. Inflation has not hit home interest rates, mortgage interest rates. At the same time, you got a ton of equity in your house because property values have increased so dramatically. So here you are with equity doing nothing. Why wouldn't you borrow against it? And the money is so cheap, still, you can use it to invest. You can use it for a remodel. It really doesn't matter. I mean, you're paying so little for the money itself, and now it's doing nothing. So let me suggest contacting HMS Capital. I've done 2 mortgages with these people, so this is experience talking. The only lender I know that actually encourages you to apply with other lenders at the same time. They're that confident they can get you the best deal. Call 833-255-5698, 833-255-5698. Visit hmscapital.com.
HMS Capital Funding is a DBA of Funding and Finance. Criminal Authority number 2427. HMS Capital is licensed by the Department of Financial Protection and Innovation under the California Residential Mortgage Lending Act. License number 4130360. Equal housing number.
From the HMS Capital Weather Center, partly cloudy and windy today with highs from the low 60s to the low 70s. This report is brought to you by Del Taco. From the Southern California Toyota Dealers Traffic Center, let's go places like, say, Burbank, if you're heading my way on the 5.
Well put, Jennifer, exactly. North out of Western, now north of the 134, there was a problem. That's the key word, was. It's all gone now, all interrupted. But you will be a little slower than you should be for this time of the morning, actually, coming up from around Los Feliz. And South 101 at Silver Lake, another good report here. Crescent Lane is clear, really down from Sunset Boulevard. South of that, though, things are pretty good. New Hall Pass getting slow and slower coming down from Golden Valley. Problem after 14 nerves. More on that coming up. Just KFI in the sky.
Crispy Jumbo Shrimp is back in Del Taco's new cheesy, melty, toasty, stuffed quesadilla Jumbo Shrimp Tacos. Get them with fresh guacamole, too. Stuffed quesadilla Jumbo Shrimp Tacos. Only for a limited time, and only at Del Taco. Del yeah! This report is sponsored by the San Bernardino County Transportation Authority. Attention I-10 freeway drivers. Freeway and ramp closures are coming up for the I-10 Express Lanes project. Don't get stuck. For dates and detours, visit GoSBCTA.com. That's GoSBCTA.com for more information on the I-10 Express Lanes project.
Your electric bill keeps going up. The cost of solar has gone way down. It's time to go solar with local veteran-owned Semper Solaris now and get all the benefits. Here's veteran, founder, and owner Kelly Shawhan. In the military, when you give your word, it's just as your word. Work hard to keep your word. That's what we do every single day. I heard about Semper Solaris, and found that they were veterans. I knew they were going to do the job right. Add Tesla Powerwall and be ready for blackouts. We get the job done with a free decor and honor. Semper Solaris offers new heating and air conditioning systems with a lifetime warranty and new roofs with a 50-year warranty. We hire vets and give back to the community with our Semper Cares initiative. Go solar American style with Semper Solaris. 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments until 2023. Get the federal 26% solar and battery tax credit. Call 877-211-5591 or visit SemperSolaris.com. 26% federal tax credit based on eligibility. On approved credit. Consult your tax advisor. Cannot be combined with any other offer. New customers only. Some restrictions apply. Call or see website for details. Expires 3/31/2022. CSW number 97852.
Sweet James is the best. Thousands of injured listeners have trusted Sweet James Accident Attorneys over the last 15 years. That's because insurance companies know Sweet James will not let them take advantage of injured victims. He helps them get the medical treatment they need while their winning attorneys fight to get them the most amount of money possible. Life is hard enough without going through the pain of an accident without legal representation. If it happens to you, you're going to need help. The attorneys and former prosecutors at Sweet James are driven by their purpose to help injured victims recover after an accident, and that's all they do. That's why they're my choice. They recover millions of dollars every month, and you won't pay a dime until they win. So if you're ever hurt in an accident, make the call thousands of listeners have made. Call Sweet James at 800-550-200, 800-550-200, or sweetjames.com.
When Bill and I needed new windows over 20 years ago, we picked a company we thought would do a good job. We were so disappointed.
So we saw a genuine need for a company with strong character, one that people could have faith in.
American Vision Windows was born right then and there.
The best thing about working for American Vision Windows, and with customers specifically, is having their dreams come true. And we try to accomplish the best job we can to make them happy.
It was a great experience. I couldn't have asked for anything better.
I've been in the construction trade for 35 years. The level of quality of products that they used for their prep work was top-notch.
American Vision Windows continues to revolutionize the home improvement industry one customer at a time while changing the lives of our employees for the better. It's so simple.
Happy employees, happy customers.
0% interest, 0 payments until 2023. Call 888-226-9908. That's 888-226-9908. Or visit AmericanVisionWindows.com.
On approved credit, not all applicants will qualify. Cannot be combined with any other office. New customers only. Restrictions apply. Call or see website for details. Offer expires 3/31/2022. PSLB number 778-326.
My wife said, instead of recording like when my daughter does cheer, just enjoy it.
But now I got to concentrate and figure out where she is because every one of those girls looks alike.
I videotaped it before, and I videotaped the wrong girl.
The Tim Conway Jr. Show.
Hey, which one's ours?
Weeknights at 6 on KFI.
AM 640. Bill Handel here. It's Wednesday morning, March 9th. Big story that we're sharing. Good God. I thought it was a mistake when Jennifer reported this just a couple of hours ago. Gas prices of 23 cents or 26 cents. So I have 23 or 26?
23.
23 cents since yesterday. And like a moron, I was going to fill up my tank yesterday. Hey, it's only going to cost me, what, another $4 or something today?
But anybody listening should heed your advice and get it today, because we can only assume it's going to go up more tomorrow.
Well, I can't go up another quarter tomorrow, because at this rate, it's going to be $93 a gallon by the next 2 weeks. I mean, it's kind of crazy stuff. All right, moving over to what's going on in the schools. I mean, there's a real issue going on in LA Unified. And I like talking about LA Unified for a couple of reasons, because LA Unified is sort of the poster child of the problems that the public school systems have. And I, having gone to LA Unified, I look at the difference between then and now. And so state funding is based on the number of students in the classroom. And so here's the problem. Districts, LA Unified and others, are bracing for no more money or really reduced money of declining enrollment. Teachers, once they get their job and they're tenured, they're not let go. I mean, they're furloughed, but they're first up. The cost of maintaining the schools, I mean, all of that is still there, but just there aren't enough students to keep the money going. So what's happening? Well, they're closing down schools. They have no choice, and why? Well, let's look at the reasons. Falling birth rates, out-of-state migration, the cost of living here, and the growth of charter schools. Now, and let's talk about the pandemic later on, too. And all of a sudden, you've got a bunch of schools facing uncertain futures. In the last 20 years, LA Unified has seen a 40% drop in the number of students. And again, keep in mind, the money that a school receives is predicated on the number of students that are sitting, they're flexor in the chairs. Which is why, for those of us who went to public schools, attendance was absolutely required. Matter of fact, when I went to middle school, junior high, The first class we had was homeroom, where they took attendance. It was that important. Well, it's a problem. For example, all right, let me throw some examples for you. There's a school called Trinity Elementary School. It's mainly Latin majority campus, and it's in South LA. Going back to 2002, 1,800 students were there. Today, there are 259 students at the same school. Go back 20 years. LA schools were so overcrowded, students actually skipped meals and restroom breaks because the line was too long. They couldn't wait that long. So 2003, the school district had an enrollment of 747,000 students, 500,000 or 750,000 students. And the district couldn't build schools fast enough. And some schools were on year-long schedules. So let's move to today. 437,000 students as opposed to 750,000. And district financial forecast says that by 23-24 school year, as in like next year, the enrollment will drop below 400,000. That is a huge problem in terms of the way schools are financed and the money that goes in. And there's a couple of reasons for it. First of all, just we don't have any kids coming in. Fertility rate, which when I was in the world of surrogate parenting and people were infertile, I loved the fertility rate going up. Not so much for schools. The fertility rate has dropped from 2.2 in 2007 to 1.5 in 2020. Keep in mind, 2.2 doesn't replace a mom or a dad. You need about 2.5 in order to maintain a population. Well, it's now 1.5. And the only way that California's population is at least stable is because of migration into the state. This is the lowest level fertility has ever been recorded. And let's talk about affordability. Going back to 2005, two-bedroom apartment, rented for $1,100, LA Long Beach area. So today it is double that. So a household that spends 30% of its income on rent, which is about right, that household has to earn $88,000 a year to afford 30% or to spend 30%. Obviously, people spend a lot more than that. And so 88 grand a year with a median income being 67,000 a year. So that's $20,000 off. So what's happened as a result? Why is LA Unified in so much trouble? Not only is it fewer students, but how about 90,000 have gone to charter schools? The education level was so crappy that a bunch of parents and teachers got together and created a charter school system, which is funded by the state, incidentally, and they also use federal money. And these are schools that are within LA Unified, but are not run by LA Unified. LA Unified has nothing to do with how the school is run, the students, the teachers, and that is a hugely successful program, but the kids just do better. The other problem is, and this is where I would have loved my kids to go, is LA Unified has magnet schools. Now, magnet schools are schools that specialize in, for example, STEM, science, technology, etc., or specialize in literature or journalism. The Birmingham High, where I went to high school, has a magnet school on the campus, or did. And it was a Daniel Pearl school of journalism. It was a magnet school. Magnet schools are tremendous schools, but they're few and far between. And everybody wants to go to a magnet school. Every parent I know wants to send their kids to magnet schools because it's as good as any private school, and there's no tuition. Even though I and my wife went to LA Unified School, I went to education too. It's very, very different. So what do people do? If you can afford it, you go to private school. If you can afford to send your kids, you can another reason to have a declining population of LA Unified. Coming up, Doug Shoup, Corporate Communications Manager for AAA, is going to spend some time talking about what's going on with the price of gasoline as we choke. This is KFI AM 630. 640 live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
KOST HD2.
Los Angeles on time.
No thank you. Right now, I'm Jensen Kingsley live from the Pentagon temporary newsroom. The Pentagon has rejected a proposal by Poland to send its MiG-29 jets to Ukraine by way of the U.S. Air Force Base in Germany. Pentagon spokesman John Kirby called the idea untenable. The U.S. and NATO have tried to avoid direct conflict between the alliance and Russia. Ukrainian President Zelensky says he needs fighter planes, and NATO imposed no-fly zones immediately to keep the Russians from taking over his country. Vice President Harris is on her way to Poland right now to thank the country for taking in over 1 million refugees, but also to talk about Poland's offer of the jets. News is brought to you by Applied General Agency. Federal prosecutors say 2 men who targeted Turkish people and their supporters at a restaurant in L.A. have been sentenced to federal prison for hate crime. One man from Glendale was sentenced to 5 years. A man from Tahunga got 15 months, both identified as Armenian American. Both men attacked several people in November of 2020 because of Turkey's support of Azerbaijan in its conflict with Armenia. The minimum wage in unincorporated areas of L.A. County will go up $15.96 an hour. That will be as of July 1st. That's a 6.4% increase. The minimum wage in the city of L.A. is set to go from $15 an hour to $16.04 as of July 1st. The LA Cannabis Task Force is reporting a 71% drop in illegal cannabis operations over the last 3 years.
Stats for 2021 have been released and show agents served 317 warrants and seized 90 guns, $2.1 million in cash, and 258,000 pounds of weed. There were 687 arrests. 396 were misdemeanors, 291 were felonies. The task force is made up of the LAPD, the LA City Fire Department, the Department of Water and Power, and the City Attorney's Office. On first offense, the task force usually sends a letter to the property owners. If that doesn't work, the DWP could cut off water and power. From there, it could be a warrant for padlocking the property. Steve Gregory, KFI News.
LA County Sheriff's detectives are investigating a fatal shooting at a baby shower in Hawthorne.
People at the party say 2 men got into an argument, and one ended up pulling a gun out and shooting the other man. He then took off.
The suspect was described as a male Hispanic in his early 20s.
LA County Sheriff's Deputy Lizette Falcon said the man was shot several times Monday night. Detectives are speaking to other people who were at the party. Blake Trolley, KFI News.
We just learned from the Associated Press, officials in Ukraine say a Russian strike has hit a children's hospital and a maternity facility in the port city of Mariupol. I'll let you know about casualties and injuries as soon as I get some more information. That is just breaking. Thousands of people have gone to a memorial for a Huntington Beach police officer killed in a helicopter crash.
Station 42 to Unit HB1, Officer Nicholas Vela.
Officer Francisco Jimenez says Vela had a gift of making everyone around him better.
We tried to get him over to investigations, but he said no, he was doing what he loved, and he loved flying.
Station 42 to all units, no response received.
John Vela said yesterday his son always stood up for the little guy.
Goodbye, son. Patrol those skies proudly and watch over us.
Officer Nicholas Vela, end of watch, February 19, 2022.
A new watch begins.
At Honda Center, Corbin Carson, KFI News.
And Breeze Airway will begin service from LAX in San Bernardino as it adds 10 new cities to its network's expansion. The airline purchased a new fleet of 20 Airbus A220 aircraft which are capable of transcontinental flight. Breeze Airways was founded in 2021, started out with service to cities on the East Coast. We'll take a look at your drive in just a moment, but first we'll check sports with Wayne.
There's still no resolution in the Major League Baseball lockout after a marathon 17-hour negotiation session that started yesterday went into early this morning. Although last night had been set as a deadline by the league, the two sides agreed to continue talks, a sign that some progress is being made. In basketball, the Clippers fell to the Golden State Warriors by a score of 112-97.
Daddy wants to show you something.
Robbers. Sorry, Sam.
Let me teach you, okay? This one, whole thing, it have what? It have a monitor, just display. It also have a what? A computer inside, PC inside.
Yeah.
So when you use this one, don't touch this one. Don't touch it. Because this one, you touch it, it will use the computer. And also, don't touch this one, okay? This one is display off. If you touch it, display will be off. So you don't touch here, and you just, that is what? Click this one, select button, right?
Yeah.
Okay?
Yes, it will do automatically.
Yes, right.
Yes. Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Hello. Yeah, what train to decide on? What train to decide on? Cars here, some boring streets, sunsets,
Take command of the road in the 2011 Acura MDX. The 2011 MDX features an all-aluminum V6 engine that is both powerful and fuel efficient.
Acura perfected each and every component on the exterior surface. An attractive stance is achieved thanks to alloy wheels glistening within the fenders. The 7-passenger MDX has doors that open wide for easy entry and exit. The power tailgate opens with the touch of a button. You can rely on ultra-bright xenon headlights to keep the roadway illuminated.
Premium leather seats provide maximum comfort, wrapping drivers and passengers in a shroud of luxury. Acura prioritized comfort and style by including a blind spot monitoring system, XM radio, optional rear entertainment system, and seat memory. With split folding second and third row seats, the MDX offers a wide variety of passenger and cargo combinations. The available Acura navigation system features a new display and voice recognition system with continuously updated traffic and weather information.
Acura also prioritized safety and security by including brake assist, a panic alarm, and four-wheel disc brakes with ABS. The super handling all-wheel drive technology enhances cornering and maneuverability. The rear view camera activates when you engage reverse gear to assist when parking.
The 2011 Acura MDX. Both practical and stylish.
The birthday of her is evening. Prince and so knows. How did it begin? Daughter Rosalia, going on a shower. It's a man, that is what this is. Being Anchorage. He left the studio. He left the studio. Jay-Z's over. Sometimes sorry. It's the protagonist of Jay-Z business as my baby. You know, once you sing, and it turns out it's twice you sing sequel. Sorry, he's hard. He's a hard roof where he wants to boots for street. Peter Bills. Rusty. Cars. Just browsing things. Wherever it's Oh, Story Adventure Ride. Oh, Story Adventure Ride. This is Frozen 2. Recess to a party. Beach films. Beach roses. Beach films. There's a guy. Luxury utilities. Major houses. This is a second busy. This is a 47 original display, as well as the miniature trucks. Based on the roof on a farm, one of the sports. The film begins when James P. Sullivan, sometimes Sully, is the protagonist and the dermatologist of the 2013 sequel. Whatever it says, this is Frozen. We're staying for 7. How fun? November 27th, 2013. London Film Festival. October 14th, 2010, London Film Festival. November 25th, 2010. Walt Disney Pictures. Walt Disney Animation Studios. Something you can do to help you support the that's the type. Doesn't mean you can try all at once. You can finish self-recipe. This is all you want to know. Okay, something you want to know while you're making this recipes outside. You need to see why there's no need to keep a cancer this time. Doesn't mean guys what? I usually don't know how to get you one. This is what you can think about this, right? Right. Okay, yeah, I know. Okay, what can I introduce you to? Sasuke, Avenger is a Taurus formity. Yellow skin, diverse, eyes freckles, pretty hair, and brown eyes. She wears glasses. Roz is supporting kids of Disney Pixar's 2001 animated feature film, Monsters Inc. She is the manager of the Pixar Animation Studios and offers them. Roz asks for Duffy and her. That's why time is up. As always, you can find out what you need to do to make sure you read the recipe by the way, you can understand how your behavior tells you you are not supposed to. call me Zoe if you want. I can fucking take touch with us when you're ready. What is it about you? What's there you need to know about